got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Let me see, let me take this off the screen so that you can see my beautiful face. Hello, Kaz. Always Kaz first one, reminding everybody to hit that like, that bell. Crystal must be driving. Hey, my rock Jim. Hey, Shalima, thank you so much for sharing the posts of the missing kids. I really appreciate that. Hello, everyone. So I am back. Today, I have a few things that I want to talk about. I was just writing things down and finding articles and stuff. But I was watching the news the other day, and they had a story of a 94-year-old woman who just lost her home in a fire. Her whole home, she lost everything. This 94-year-old woman just got done rebuilding her life from Katrina. She lost everything in Katrina and is rebuilding her life from that. And now she has, hey, little Miss South. Oh my God. I can't believe you're here. Thank you. Hit that like button. She lost everything again due to a fire. I'm going to play a video for you. That's not my GoFundMe up there. That is the GoFundMe for the 94-year-old lady. If anyone watching feels or is able to donate, can donate, or whatever, that is the GoFundMe for the lady pinned up there. Yeah, Loma South, that was over on, I can't remember what side of town that was on. Yeah, it was sad, but I'm going to go ahead and play that for you guys so you can just see. Let me take myself off. And it's, I don't know, it's just sad altogether. So it says 94-year-old and her disabled son rescued from burning home in Mid-City. So this is New Orleans. If you an error has occurred, I'm gonna have to refresh it. Oh my gosh. Idle Hamilton is one of 22 people displaced after fire destroyed multiple Mid-City homes. 94-year-old Idle Hamilton is home, but it's not her home. She's the primary caretaker for her 75-year-old disabled son, Earl. The pair were inside their Mid-City house on South Solomon Street Sunday when a fire ripped through. I didn't want to be trapped in there, but we got out in time, praise the Lord. But we lost everything, Hamilton said. All that knocking on the door, when I got to myself and got off the floor, they said, "It's a fire, it's a fire." Hamilton says she was knocked in the head and fell when firefighters were trying to break through the door to get to her. According to New Orleans Fire Department, the fire started in or near the garage. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined. New Orleans Fire Department reports the first fire units found a backyard shed and a car on fire, which spread to the home and surrounding homes. Overall, 22 people have been displaced. All that's left of the 3 buildings is mostly rubble, which you can see here. I'll play this one. I don't know why the other one won't load. Oh, that was really short. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, and by the way, there is massive thunder, and I I don't know if the signal might go out or not. You know, this is the first thunderstorm that I'm live during being back home. So if you hear the thunder, that's what it is. But I don't know if it's going to rain or what's going to happen. So if I lose signal and drop, I will be back. So don't fret. I will be back. Hey, Elizabeth, it's so good to see you. Okay, so there's the video. I'm going to go ahead and play it. That's the lady, and that's her nephew. All right, here we go. Okay, now that I talk about the signal, it's going to buffer. Whatever, dude. Come on. Thank you.
Cell phone video shows a massive fire in Mid-City yesterday morning. More than 20 people are now displaced, including a 94-year-old woman. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotto.
And I'm Cherie Skipson. Tonight, the woman and her son are thanking those who rescued them from their burning home. She says she lost everything after Hurricane Katrina, and now Eleanor Tabone shows us it's happening all over again.
94-year-old Idell Hamilton is home, but it's not her home.
Thanks to my nephew and his lovely wife and family, opened that door to my son and I to have somewhere to stay temporarily.
She's the primary caretaker for her 75-year-old disabled son, Earl.
I didn't want to be trapped in it, but we got out in time, praise the Lord for that, but we lost everything.
The pair were inside their Mid-City house on South Solomon Street Sunday when fire ripped through.
All that knocking on the door, and then when I got to myself and got up off the floor, and they say, it's a fire, it's a fire.
NOFD reports the first fire units found a backyard shed and car on fire, which spread to the home and surrounding homes. 22 people have been displaced. Now, according to the fire department, the fire started somewhere in or near the garage. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined. This is all that's left of the 3 buildings. Miss Idell and Earl now left with nothing.
It's a horrible feeling when you don't have anything but what's on your back.
When I went down and saw the house, it was devastated. It was just gone.
James Johnson Jr. says his heart hurts for his aunt, who has to start all over again for the second time.
I experienced with her the loss in Katrina. So just to see that we got to go through this all over again, it was like all I can do is take a deep breath and hold back the tears and say, if we got through it the first time, we can get through it the second time.
But Miss Idell is a resilient woman and a survivor.
But I'll get over it. I'm sure I will. Everybody else does. I can do the same.
Eleanor Tabone, Eyewitness News.
We have a link to the family's GoFundMe page in this story on our website.
Okay. So when I heard that story, it broke me, literally broke me. And so I wanted to share with you guys if anybody is able to, help with that.
Green these days. Now, the Louisiana Department of Health is warning people to avoid areas of the lake and other waterways where algae is now blooming. Paul Murphy joining us now live from Bucktown Marina with the story.
Welcome.
Therese, Katie, there.
Thank you. Pause. Please. Oh, thank you. Okay, sorry. So it seems she has a My computer is so slow or something. So it appears we had a date for her hearing for the new trial. Hi, Doko KS Cot. What? How are you? I know. I was like, it really broke me. Yeah, I had to share with you guys. So let's see. Miss Lori Vallow, do you guys remember seeing that picture of her wedding ring, and it was the black elastic ponytail holder? Guys, remember that? Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. So, Boise, Idaho. According to a tweet from Nate Eaton, a hearing has been scheduled in the Lori Vallow Daybell case. The hearing will be held on June 15th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. He says he will be sending in a camera request to Judge Boyce will decide whether or not to allow live streaming. I'm gonna go ahead and read this article since it just said, I want to know if I remember correctly, Lori's trial started, no, it wasn't April 1st. It was in April though. I do believe. Yeah, I think. For some reason, when I saw chat, I just thought that it was the same date Lori started. It's like a year to the day or something, but it was almost a year. So the Chad's trial, I just had it set for April 1st, 2024. And I'll just read you the little article. It seems my computer wants to do whatever it wants to do. It's muted anyway. Okay. Look at that face, you guys. Hello, little man. You're probably about to get the death penalty. Oh, look at that. You shouldn't have done what you done, sir. Sickening individual. After his wife was just found guilty for murdering her children, Chad Daybell will now face a similar trial on April 1st in Ada County next year. According to court filings dated Friday, Daybell's trial is set for April 1st, 2024 at the Ada County Courthouse in Boise at 9 a.m. before Fremont County District Judge Stephen Boyce, the same judge who oversaw the trial of Daybell's wife, Lori Daybell. She was found guilty of all charges against her on May 12th. Chad Daybell, 54, is charged with conspiracy murder in the deaths of Lori Vallow's children, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. He is also charged with conspiracy to murder and first-degree murder of his wife, Tammy Daybell, along with 2 counts of insurance fraud and 1 count of grand theft related to the deaths. Prosecutors say Lori Vallow, her brother Alex Cox, and Chad Daybell created a religious-based plan to murder their family members in order to obtain Social Security and insurance benefits. I really cannot believe that she was getting so much Social Security. That's insane. She was getting, let's see, Tylee was getting benefits from her dad dying. And JJ was getting benefits from his dad dying, and I'm not sure what Lori get, if she can also get a check or not. I don't know why they were getting so much. That's insane. Is it still breaking up? Can you hear me? Am I still here? Let me know if you can hear me. The death penalty was taken off the table for Lori due to a late discovery submission by the prosecution, but Chad still faces death. A pretrial conference in the case will take place on February 22nd, 2024 in Fremont County. Okay, thanks. The entire trial is slated to continue until the end of May that year. Well, this is another attorney, and prior. So, yeah, it will probably last longer than Lori's did, in my opinion. Yeah, you guys, I'm sorry about the weather. Okay, so we're going to Madeline McCann now. Look, I'm going to maybe play this video first. Okay, I'm going to play this video first, and then I'll read the articles. It's just a short minute, if it'll
days there, and therefore they took away materials from very specific locations. Now that would imply, Craig, that they're going on intelligence-led information that's come into their domain that they're not sharing with us. So I think they're targeting specific areas, and of course, again, what they're trying to do is either rule Christian B in or out through the kinds of search that they've been making.
So we know that they've been seen taking evidence from the site. I guess now it's a waiting game for everybody while they go through that, which I guess, I mean, you're the expert here. Does that take weeks and months to process things like that?
Well, they've already said, Holly, that it's going to take a long time. But remember, this has been 16 years, as you said in your VT. So what they'll be looking for is really at the microscopic level. This is a huge reservoir, but they only spent 3 days there, and therefore they took away material.
So 16 years later, I'm not sure how, why, what, or whatever, but they have gotten information somewhere, and they went dig at this reservoir. I think it's a dam, and evidently the soil from the reservoir compared to samples from the prime suspect's van. We'll see. Detectives comparing soil believe they have a good chance of putting main suspect at reservoir days after Maddie vanished. You guys, wouldn't it be like so freaking amazing if this leads to something? Why is it so loud? I don't know what this is. Police were scouring the remote reservoir in the, please forgive me for not being able to pronounce these words, in Portugal last week, around 35 miles from where the then 3-year-old went missing in 2007 while on a family holiday in Portugal. Soil from a reservoir in Portugal searched by police last month is being compared with samples from main suspect Christian Bruckner's camper van, it has been reported. Detectives believe Bruckner visited the remote reservoir in Portugal's region days after Madelyn disappeared. I wonder if we'll be able to hear this one. Nope. I don't know why it's so low. And oh wait, this one's not. Let's see. Hello. Come on. I really don't know. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's start it over and see what they have. Maybe. It's only 2 minutes long. Footage shows holes in the ground. It's so hard to hear. Shows holes in the ground in Portugal as search ends. That must be part of where they searched. And police tape. So this must be the dam that they searched. I wonder why there's just like holes. Like just various holes, not a specific way. Why do they keep showing that hole? That can't be from them searching. That's so beautiful. Hey, Southern Gal. Hey, how are you? Hey, Freeside. Y'all, I don't know why they are just like insisting on showing this hole. It looks like the same hole. Okay, that's all they're showing are holes. Officials now believe they can prove that Bruckner's van was in the area at the time the 3-year-old was abducted. This would be so amazing, you guys. Like, cross your fingers and say prayers. The insider claimed that if the soil sample analysis reveals a positive match, police may be able to further close the net around Bruckner, 45, who has not yet been charged. And you'll see, I think in the other article, it says that they've collected other stuff other than soil, I believe. Earlier, a forensics expert warned that traditional evidence will be difficult to find after 16 years have passed since Madeline McCann's disappearance, and that might be why they dug them holes, because so many years have passed and the ground has been packed and moved, and so now I understand why the holes are right there, so they can get close to around that time. Dan Matthews said that investigators would have searched the remote reservoir in Portugal for things that could have stood the test of time and not been destroyed by its passage, such as clothing fragments or jewelry. And then I have this other article right here that says, once it pulls up, prosecutors say they'll examine objects found in Madeline McCann's search. I hate these things. German prosecutors said Thursday that they will examine objects that were found in a search in Portugal last week for clues regarding the disappearance of Madeline McCann, but can't yet say whether they are linked to the British girl who went missing in 2007. So, reading this, they've found stuff other than soil because it says objects plural. So I don't know, you guys. This might be it. Investigators spent 3 days last week searching around a dam some 50 kilometers, 30 miles from the resort in southern Portugal where the 3-year-old girl was last seen 16 years ago. The search was instigated by prosecutors in Germany who are investigating a German man in connection with her disappearance. In a brief statement Thursday, prosecutors said that some objects were secured without giving further details. So what do you think? Do you think that they've gotten stuff other than soil? Hey, Alexis, I didn't even see you come in. These will be evaluated in the coming days and weeks, they added. It cannot yet be said whether individual objects are actually related to the Madeline McCann case. They thanked Portuguese and British police for their cooperation and added that they expect their investigation of the 46-year-old suspect in the case will continue for a long time. In mid-2020, German officials said a German citizen identified by media Christian Bruckner was a suspect in the case. Bruckner has denied any involvement, of course. Bruckner is currently serving a 7-year sentence in Germany for raping a 72-year-old woman in Portugal in 2005. That's only 2 years before. He is under investigation on suspicion of murder in the McCann case, but hasn't been charged. He spent many years in Portugal, including in Praia de Luz around the time of, of Madelin's disappearance. The case of Madeline stirred worldwide interest for several years, with reports of sightings of her stretching as far as Australia, CAS, along with a slew of books and television documentaries about the case. British, Portuguese, and German investigators are still piecing together what happened on the night when the toddler disappeared from her bed in a southern Portuguese resort on May 3, 2007. She was in the same room as her brother and sister, 2-year-old twins, while her parents had dinner with friends at a nearby restaurant. A 3-year-old and 2-year-old twins. Wow, holy guacamole. And this is just a picture of the search team. So hopefully you guys, I don't know, cross your fingers and say some prayers that this actually works out. Still driving, but I'm in line at Starbucks, so I could show some love. Thanks, Crystal. I've never had Starbucks. I don't like coffee or anything having to do with coffee, like cappuccino stuff. I can't drink any of that. So Madeline Kingsbury, remember we talked about her missing from Winona, Minnesota. She's still missing. I wanted to let you guys know that there is a benefit for her this Saturday the 10th at 3 p.m. in case anyone is in the area and is able to go. It's at the Whitaker Tavern and Reception Hall. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And also I wanted you guys to know that the dad of the kids did not get the kids when they went to court. The kids are still with Madeline's mother or Madeline's family. And actually, Fravel said that the kids would be safer with them, with her family. So I wonder why he said that. It's because he knows he's going to get busted and he doesn't want to do all this in front of the kids. I don't know. But to me, that sounds fishy. I don't know. But on to 4. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So I saw that Ethan's mother wrote a little book in memory of him. I thought that was so amazing, you guys. And the name of the book is just awesome. Like, I don't know. I know y'all probably have heard this already, but I still wanted to talk to you guys about it. Oh, Southern Gal, I love cheese too. I think that would be like the worst thing for me if I was lactose intolerant cheese. So Stacy Chapman's The Boy Who Wore Blue came out last week. And let's see if this will... I'm sorry, everything is so slow. But at least I'm still here and it hasn't kicked me off yet. Okay, thank you, mouse. Okay, here we go. Thank you all for bearing with me through this crap with this weather.
Not answering questions. Following. Okay.
It's not loading, but
So
you can
my
hear.
name is Stacy Chapin. Today we're here to honor the life and legacy of our son and brother, Ethan Chapin, one of the most incredible people you'll ever know. Together, we want to extend gratitude to the following. Our neighbors in Mount Vernon and LaConner, Washington, and the local communities of Priest Lake and Moscow, Idaho, for their ongoing support and care. Our extended family and friends who serve as beacons of strength and remain by our side throughout every moment.
Okay. Thanks, Fox News. That was very short. I'm sure it was way more than that. I don't know. I don't know why the one on the screen didn't load. Slane University of Idaho student Ethan Chapin's mother, Stacy, unveiled a new tattoo in her son's own handwriting Monday as she announced a children's book written in his memory and revealed her family plans to skip the trial of his suspected killer, which, when I heard her reasoning, I totally agree with her. Hold on one second. Penelope, the boss, is wanting on the bed. Come on. Come on, hurry up. Never mind, she wants to play around. Stacy Chapin's The Boy Who Wore Blue was released Thursday and is available now at Barnes & Nobles and Amazon. Lana Lee, whose other credits include Ballerina on Wheels and The Reading Seed, illustrated the new book, according to the book chain. This will not go away. Oh, there it goes. Stacy Chapin told NBC's Savannah Guthrie she and her family do not plan on attending the trial of Brian. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Oh, look. Can y'all see this? Please stop it. So this is the picture of him, and then this is the book that the artist, the illustrator drew. That's really, really good. Wow. Come on, Penelope. Stop being crazy. You guys, she's in heat and she's got a mood on her. Come on. All right, sorry. That looks really good. I'm really impressed. A side-by-side image showing Ethan Chapin and the main character from his mother's children's book, The Boy Who Wore Blue. The family's efforts are focused on positivity instead, including her book and the Ethan Smile Foundation, which they helped start at Tulip Valley Farms in Mount Vernon, Washington, where he had worked during the COVID-19 lockdown in 2020. The book is based on her son's childhood, and Chapin said she was inspired to write it after learning that someone was working on a book about her son's murder. And what she thinks about it, it's pretty. I mean, this woman is just amazing. And this is the tattoo. I think it is amazing. I love you, Mom, Ethan. And it is in his handwriting. My best friend sent me a news release that an author had been given the rights of the story to tell these kids. And as a mom, you're like, how does somebody write a story about people they don't even know? Which I agree with. Appearing on Today, she said that after that, the story of The Boy Who Wore Blue came to her in the middle of the night. She also showed off her new tattoo written in her son's handwriting and reading, I love you, Mom, followed by a hand-drawn heart and her son's name. I hate this mouse on the computer. Look at the tulips. It's so pretty. The tattoo artist took the lettering from a card Ethan once sent to his mother, she said. Oh my goodness. I'm not going live the next time they have a thunderstorm.
building things.
Oh,
such as
I hope
structures,
you let me pause this ad here.
skyscrapers, but teams who
That's cool, Southern Gal. I know that was really pretty. And I'm not even a flowers person, and I think it's pretty. I hate flowers. Is it all the way up?
Parents' Weekend was the weekend exactly 7 days prior to November 13th was Parents' Weekend, in the fall. And we had an amazing weekend together. And we drove out of town that Sunday morning, so it would have been November 6th. And we always left early on Sunday morning because we would have waited all afternoon to see the kids. And we literally high-fived each other that day. We literally congratulated each other. We were like, we've done it. We've done it. We have created, they're adulting. They're kind. We've done it. We can rest easy. And
Stacey and I are planning on taking a lot of trips and spending a lot of time on the road. And just in a week, it all changed.
We're learning the details about the night 4 college students were murdered near the University of Idaho campus. Officials spoke with the public.
Were you talking about those tulips? Thank you. Go away. Talking about those tulips that they just showed, Southern Gal?
For the first time, saying they think the attack was targeted. We're also learning more about one of those victims, Ethan Chapin.
I'm not buzzing it.
We spent a lot of time.
This is insane.
2 months.
2 months together we spent.
We just walked it out, talked, told stories, cried. One day I was out walking by myself. I was crying so hard. It was just whatever. And I happened upon somebody and I thought they were going to call 911 on me. But I'm just like, it's okay. I just having a moment. Going back to this weekend. Yeah, we went to the alumni offices and there was a bunch of people there and they honored us with honorary University of Idaho degrees. So it's cute. We're official Idaho alumni. The next milestone is going to be Mother's Day. Ooh. That's going to be a tough day. Ethan loved Morgan Wallen. And it was Mother's Day a year ago. And it was like the week before that Morgan Wallen leaked on his social media that he'd written a song for his mom for Mother's Day to be released on Mother's Day. And Ethan, as quickly as it ran on my social media, Ethan had sent that to me and was like, I am so excited for this song for Mother's Day. And I woke up Mother's Day morning and he'd sent me the link to the whole song. Is the sweetest. It will now always forever be my most favorite song. But it was very cute. It's people like that you wish you could be like, hey, Morgan Wallen, let me tell you how much you've touched our life by that. He was so excited to send me that song on that day.
We did everything as a family. From the time we got up to the time we went to bed. And I don't know, it's just all, you just got to spend time with your kids and love on them and do a lot of fun stuff because they grow up so fast.
But man, we're so blessed to have had that time. I can honestly say I don't think we could spend more time with our kids and our family. And because of that, we don't have that regret. I mean, I don't think we missed a basketball game or a sporting event of our kids. And I can remember one weekend there was probably 18 sporting events between Maisie's club soccer and the 2 boys playing basketball. And we hit them all, or we would divide and conquer and then meet at the next one.
Right.
I wouldn't know what I know now and go and change the 20 years we had. And you never know when it's going to life is going to throw you a curveball. I mean, I think we got the worst curveball.
It just breaks my heart. But the reasoning for them not going to trial is a very good reason. And I just think that this woman is definitely going to keep Ethan's memory alive for as long as she lives. The book is just amazing, and the foundation, and Southern Gal said that the foundation actually sells tulip bulbs. You get 25 bulbs for $25, and they ship in the fall for planting. Southern Gal, can you put comment where you go? Do you just go to the Ethan Smile Foundation website and order them there if anyone is interested? Rock Gym. Caden went endangered 3-year-old white honey. Okay, I'll look it up. Oh, white and yellow mix. Oh, pretty. Okay, so a Southern Gal says go to the Ethan Smile. Ethan Smile. Hold on one second.
So you gotta go to the doctor.
Southern Gal, let me make you a mod so that you can drop the link, please. No, he's been my doctor for like 20 years.
No, I mean since you've been.
Yep. Yes. Standard moderator. Okay, Southern Gal, I just made you a moderator so that you can drop the link for us, please. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Let me see where I am. Okay, here I am. Ethan Chapin was one of the 4 University of Idaho students killed in an off-campus rental home on November 13th when an intruder snuck in around 4 a.m. with a large knife, according to police in Moscow, Idaho. We already know this. I'm just reading the article. The others were his girlfriend, 20-year-old Xana Coronado, her two 21-year-old housemates, Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gonzalez. 2 other young women were spared during the attack, including one who told police she saw a masked man leaving out the back sliding door after she heard signs of a struggle. They are all so beautiful. The suspect, Brian Kohberger, was studying for a PhD in criminology at the neighboring Washington State University. He is being held without bail at the Latah County Jail in Moscow on 4 charges of first-degree murder and a felony burglary charge. Oh, and just to let you guys know, if you haven't heard, I think March of this year, the firing squad is, what do you say, active, available? It's, yeah, available now in Idaho for a sentence or for a reason for one of the ways you can be executed. District Judge John Judge. That is so cool that his name is Judge Judge. I wonder if that's why he became a judge. District Judge John Judge set his trial date for October 2nd. Kohberger could face the death penalty if convicted. Judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf during his arraignment last month. Ethan's Smile will fund scholarships for students in Skagit Valley, Washington, to the University of Idaho. The Boy Who Wore Blue is available now. So October 2nd, in my opinion, I don't know, you guys, because look how many motions that they had for Lori and Chad, that could push the trial date back. So I really don't think, in my opinion, that the trial will be October 2nd. I think it will be pushed back, but I don't know because, of course, all the attorneys are different, and I don't know what this woman has up her sleeve. So we shall see, though. I don't know. And so the next article that I had for us, I really don't need to, I guess, read because it says the same thing. The mother of one University of Idaho students fatally stabbed last year won't attend the accused killer's trial. I mean, we can see if it's in a video just to see. Isn't there something that came up on June 9th with BK? June 9th. June 9th. This Friday? I don't. I think there is. I think I remember somebody saying that. I'm going to have to. No, I didn't know. Yes, Rock Jim, you can drop links. Oh. Yep, Rock Jim. Mods can drop links for anybody. Okay, so let's see what this one says. Mom of Idaho murder victim Ian Chapin opens up about life without him. This is, obviously, it's part of the interview of her on the Today Show. Oh, it's 9 minutes long. I hope you guys don't mind if you have watched it. I'm sorry. And of course, we have to buffer. It's still very dark and crazy out there.
The families of the 4 University of Idaho students who were killed last fall cope with this unimaginable grief. They are also finding touching ways to remember and honor their loved ones. In a moment, we're going to talk to Ethan Chapin's mom, Stacy. But first, a closer look at the case and their tributes. More than 6 months have passed since the murders at King Road, when Ethan Chapin, his girlfriend Xana Kernodle, and best friends Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gonsalves were found stabbed to death in this house near the University of Idaho campus. A tense manhunt and weeks of painful waiting for the victims' families followed before police arrested their suspect in late December. Brian Kohberger was pursuing his PhD in criminal justice at Washington State University, just miles from the scene of the murders. Investigators say DNA evidence, cell phone records, and video surveillance link him to the scene that night. Kohberger's trial is set for October, the judge entering a plea of not guilty for the 4 murders after Kohberger declined to enter one himself. Ethan Chapin's family has watched from afar while holding close their memories of a beloved son and brother.
He loved everybody and everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to be around him.
Ethan's parents, Stacy and Jim Chapin, are honoring him through a foundation named Ethan's Smile. It gives scholarships to local students to attend the University of Idaho.
That kid has touched more lives. We say in our family, if we touch as many lives as he did in his 20 years, this world would be a better place.
Ethan was a triplet. His 2 siblings still attend the university. This May, graduation ceremonies were bittersweet as the school awarded Ethan a posthumous certificate. And now, Stacy Chapin has written a children's book about Ethan called The Boy Who Wore Blue. A portion of the profits will also go to the foundation, Ethan's Smile. And Stacy Chapin joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's hard to watch those images of your beloved boy. How are you doing?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's good, though. I mean, all things considered, we're doing very well.
Yeah. He was a triplet. He has a brother and sister. How are they doing?
Jim and I couldn't be more proud of them, to be honest with you. They went back to school. They had they finished successfully this semester. And now they're back at work in a place that they love, and we've called summer home for a long time. So they're in a safe, great environment, and they're doing amazing. I'm so proud of them. It's amazing.
I think people are about to find out what an extraordinary family you have,
Yeah.
Stacey,
Mhm.
and what an extraordinary boy Ethan was. You've written this book. It's called The Boy Who Wore Blue.
Yes.
Tell me about writing it and what made you decide to write this story?
It started with my best friend sent me a news release that was that an author had been given the rights to the story to tell of these kids. And I, as a mom, you're like, well, how does somebody write a story about people that they don't know, right? Right, about my kid. Yeah, I'm the one who's raised him, Gemini. And it just sparked something in me. And the only thing I can explain to people how the book came about is I think it's like a country artist who goes through a breakup and writes their greatest hit. It literally just came to me in the middle of the night.
It's Ethan's song.
It's everything. Yeah, it's the best I can do for him.
I love The Boy Who Wore Blue. You had triplets, and you learn in the book that when they were little, they used to each wear a color.
They did.
And that's how you told them apart when they were babies. And he was the one who wore blue.
He was the blue.
He was a very special young man. Everybody says it. Tell me about him.
Yeah. He was that way from the very beginning, to be honest. He was born happy. He was just magnanimous, kind of. I don't know really how to explain it. What we find more interesting is how many lives he touched that we didn't even know existed. It's incredible. I mean, I tell people if I touch as many lives in my lifetime as he did in 20 years, he just warmed every room. He had a wonderful smile.
You hear in those stories now, people are calling you and saying, I remember when Ethan did this or that.
Yes, or strangers.
Yeah.
The strangers have been amazing who have come up to us, and it always started the same way. You don't know me, but I have this story to tell you. Yeah.
What does that do for you? Is it comforting? Is it hard to kind of share your grief with this high-profile story and it's so public?
We learned our family has always tried to help everybody, and we came upon the Sigma Chi boys the morning after, and in that moment we realized that not only that it wasn't just our family healed one way, but everybody needed to heal from this, and we saw it in an instant, kind of seeing all of his friends, and it's just gone from there. It's literally we've been reached by people across the world, and it just we can see that everybody needs to heal from it, and it feels good.
You have extraordinary strength.
Yeah.
You and your husband seem to have this resolve. You say if people want to talk to you about it, it's okay to talk about.
Yes.
It's not the elephant in the room.
Yes.
You want to talk about Ethan.
Yes.
Where does that come from, that strength, when you're dealing with the unimaginable?
We just decided that it has its moments, of course, right? But we get up every morning and we just decided that the best thing we can do is put our best foot forward, mostly for Maisie and Hunter. They deserve it. They didn't deserve this. And so they deserve still the best life that we can give them. And that is really our strength. It drives us. We literally get up and, have coffee and then say, all right, we're going to go forward.
I was so struck by something you wrote. It was on social media earlier this year. You said, we spend no time being angry. That would be energy not well spent.
Yep.
And it still wouldn't change the outcome.
Yep.
We have to look ahead.
Yes.
That's your philosophy.
Yes. It doesn't change the outcome. Even looking ahead at the trial coming up in October now, we choose to not, it does not change the outcome of our family, and it's energy that we need to put into healing our kids and, getting back to a new family dynamic and working on that. And so we let the prosecutors do their job, and we do our job in our family.
Do you think you'll come to the trial or attend it?
No.
Yeah. Too hard.
It doesn't change the outcome. Yeah. It just is energy that doesn't feel like it's well spent. Yeah. There's other places to put it. So.
Ethan, as we said, was such an extraordinary young man, one of those light up the room type of people.
Yep.
What would you want the world to know about him? Now they know his name. What do you want them to know about him?
Honestly, I think the world sees it in the photos. I mean, you know, he's become this just, look at him. We're looking at his pictures. He was just the greatest kid. Everybody loved him. He was warm. He was inclusive. He was the kid you wanted to hang out with, you know, anywhere he was. He would play any sport. He'd play any cribbage game. I mean, he just was always game to participate in anything with a big smile and a warm heart. He was kind.
Well,
yeah,
we can see where he gets a lot of those attributes from your family, the wonderful, supportive family. And I just have to show people you have the most beautiful new tattoo on your arm. Can we show it? It's his handwriting. I love you, Mom. Ethan. It's beautiful.
It's from McCarty.
From McCarty gave you.
Yeah.
Stacey, thank you so much. Highly encourage people to hear Ethan's story, The Boy Who Wore Blue.
Yep.
As his mother tells it.
Yep.
Stacey,
thank you
so much. You can find out more about the book and other ways that Stacey and Jim, her husband, are honoring Ethan's memory. It's on our website, today.com.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel today.
I just think that it's amazing. She's a very, very strong woman. Like, I just can't describe in words. Hold on 1 second. No, stop. I said pause. Thank you. Very strong, intelligent, amazing woman. And if you want to get her book, better try to get now, because I think I heard it was sold out. Not sure if they restocked it or not, but if you want it, you might want to try and get it as soon as possible. So now to Summer Wells. I did not put her in the title. She is not tagged in anything on this live. I will not ever put her in my title, but I just wanted to bring forward some of this information on the guy that worked with Dawn whenever this happened, June 15th of 2021. So it seems Dudley John, I don't know how to say this, has been arrested. I think it's for meth charges. I'm not really sure. But I went back and watched JLR's videos of when him, Betty, and Molly were there and interviewed them at the restaurant, which you can see on the screen right now. And I noticed some things watching this video, and I'm going to show you guys what I noticed. He is very, very, I don't know, he's very sus to me. I'm going to play this so that we can see how he actually acts the first time that they talk to him. And then I'm going to play JLR's video of he's wanted by the law. He's like Rock Jim. See if you can. He's like one of the top wanted people around there. Is there any way you can look that up, Rock Jim, being from Tennessee? Or maybe you know how to find that information. I saw it on someone else's video. I don't know who they are. I just found it when searching Summer. And oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yes, please tap that like button for me. Thank you. And she came up with this theory that I thought was very plausible. But this dude was fired the day before Summer went missing. He was fired by Dawn. Now this lady, I'm not sure who she is or whatever, or her channel, but I was listening to her and she's like, was Dudley fired the day before so that he wouldn't be around whenever Dawn did whatever he needed to do. I'm not going into this more or whatever because I don't want to do these series or anything. I think her channel was, you know what? Hold on, I can tell you right now. Let me look in my library to see what I watched. I can tell you. Yeah, I've been watching Dr. Phil, like binge watching Dr. Phil. Bed crime stories. And the video is called Dudley or John, a victim of collateral damage. If you want to watch that, it's Bed Crime Stories is the name of the channel. And that's a pretty good video. You make up your own mind on how you feel about it. But let's play this, and we're going to see how this dude acts.
Candace and
My
Axel.
wife and I talked about that, and I really believe, I don't know what my wife thinks, but I really believe that Summer got hurt, you know, and fell and killed herself.
I think Summer got hurt, fell, and killed herself. Anyway, look, if you notice this dude, he cannot look at anyone. Of course, now that I say that, it looks like he's looking at someone. But when I press play again, notice that when he's talking to Jonathan about it, he looks down or to the side. He never looks at JLR. I think maybe one time he does. But, you know, what they say about no eye contact and shifting eyes and looking up or down. Let's just say, you know what they say about that, guys, right?
It was a dangerous house. And for her to have to say she came out and screamed, why did you scream?
So he believes Jody Sue Brown heard the scream, and he believes Candace screamed because she found Summer, who fell off the swing and killed herself. According to Dudley, that was his exact words.
What did you see that you had to scream?
So you believe Jody Sue when she said she heard that scream?
Yeah, I did. I believe that she saw her daughter dead, you know.
I wasn't sure. I guess that's his wife right there. I'm sitting next to him, obviously. I'm sure that's his wife.
It was an accident.
So then what do you think happened at that point?
Yeah.
You guys, listen to this. Let me see. If I think this is the part where he says, well, okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
Thought that, you know, what I said before, God blessed his daughter. She was jealous, holding envy on him. So we are, you know, she didn't watch the kid. You know, I mean, you know, when they ran out the house, did they not have drawers on, no clothes? I was
Talking about Summer and the kids not going out in underwear and no clothes. He said something a little before that I wanted to mention, but I forgot.
was like, I said, hey, that one right there in the front is the girl. They shaved her head. They shaved all their heads.
Did they ever tell you why they shaved the daughter's head? Why they shaved Summer's head? Did he indicate the reason?
Don said because she woke up and she shaved her mom's hair, or she cut her own hair. So
Remember whenever Chris McDonough was interviewing Hunter? And I'm going to say his name. I'm not saying H because he is a young adult now. He's an adult, so I'm saying his name. And everyone was like, oh, he's yawning so much because he's lying. Well, look at this dude with his fake coughing. And have you guys noticed, like, just the way that he's presenting himself and his behavior? Yeah, I just find it a little weird.
she had to shave it all off, and Candace just went ahead and shaved hers to make it look like hers. That's what Don said.
I haven't heard that before. Have you guys? That her head was shaved because Summer cut her own hair, so Candace shaved it and then shaved her own hair so that Summer wouldn't just have shaved hair. Dudley's last name, John, Ajan.
But truth be told, they have lice, and they shaved all their heads. All of them had.
So the story that he just told about cutting her hair and shaving it and all that is what Don told him. So evidently he knows the facts that their heads were all shaved because they had lice, which is what I had originally thought was really the only logical explanation.
They usually do that because you're too lazy to take care of your kids.
Okay, so that's at the beginning when she went missing. And now let's see what's up with him now. Mr. Thing. And you guys remember that Don did list him as a possible suspect that he thought. Oh crap, I need to share the screen again. I'm sorry. Hold on one moment. I don't even have my background up. Is that what you were talking about, Rock Jim? It just is like it's a thunderstorm minus the rain. It's crazy. All right, let me see. Here we go. Southern Gal, are you still here? Or Rock Jim? If you know how, can one of y'all drop JLR's link for me, please? If this thing would stop buffering and share, it would be very nice. It's saying that it's shared, so I'm just waiting for YouTube. It seems like when it thunders, oh my gosh, y'all, it was my fault. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Got some breaking news, everyone. Summer Wells case. Dudley Ajan is wanted.
Ajan. I was pronouncing it wrong. It's Ajan. Ajan.
By authorities. Dudley Ajan is wanted by the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department. Dudley Ajan, a co-worker.
It's not Hawkins County. Notice that it's Sullivan County. I'm not sure what county he actually lived in, but yeah, it's Sullivan County.
Of Don Wells. Summer Wells case. Summer Wells been missing since June 15th, 2021. Dudley Ajan was fired by Don Wells the day before Summer Wells went missing. Well, he's wanted.
I really think that it's in my opinion, allegedly, it's a very good possibility that he would have something to do with it. Considering he was fired the day before, I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't know.
The people that you're about to see are fugitives that we...
This is it right here, you guys. Watch this. Sullivan County's most wanted. Watch this. This is what I was telling you guys about earlier.
need your help to capture. These are dangerous individuals who are on the run. I'm Sheriff Jeff Cassidy, and this is Sullivan County Sheriff's Most Wanted.
Our first fugitive for this month's Most Wanted is a Dudley Raymond Ajan Jr. His date of birth is 6/11/1979. He is a white male, 5'11", 200 pounds.
It's almost his birthday, y'all. And I'm a year older than him. Yeah, yeah, he's wanted. He's like running from the law or something. I thought they said he was in jail, not wanted. This was 2 days ago. I don't know if they maybe found him yet. Let's see.
His charges are aggravated burglary and domestic violence assault.
Sounds like the sheriff in Sullivan County is not playing. They sound like serious charges. And Dudley Ajon does have a criminal past. What's going on here, people? Is this any relation to Summer Wells' case? Don Wells is very adamant in the past of blaming Dudley Ajon for what happened to Summer.
That's right. He blamed beginning.
Wells was just,
and he said that Dudley had a problem with meth, and I believe the current charges that they have on him has something to do with also.
Doing his own thing and keeps getting in trouble and something totally different. He's wanted. If he's out there, he should turn himself in for sure. You get an alert. How embarrassing, right? How embarrassing to have an alert out for you, the own sheriff saying dangerous people out there that are wanted. But Dudley Ajon, man, I met him. I've had conversations with him. If you haven't checked out those videos I shared, go check them out. He provides a lot of insight about the home of Don and Candace Wells. Dudley Ajon was up at that property at different times before Summer Wells went missing. Praying for Summer Wells.
And whenever they interviewed him in that restaurant, he sure was very quick to talk about how Candace and Don lived and all this stuff that they do wrong and this and that. But dude, like, you spent time up there, right? JLR just said that. He talked to you personally. You spent time up there. Evidently, they ain't that much trash unless you're trash yourself.
Summer Wells, 2-year anniversary is coming up. What's your thoughts on Dudley Ajon? We will talk soon. Stay tuned.
Okay, that's it on that one. That's just what I wanted to show you guys. Also, I wanted to tell y'all that I keep thinking about this, like when I watch someone else's live. I never think about it when I'm live, but I thought about it and wrote it down. Finally, I wanted to say this. Everyone keeps talking about the dog trail. Everyone is saying the dogs stopped at the scent stopped at the road down the dog trail. So she must have been abducted at the road because the scent stopped at the road. Dude, they played on that dog trail. And when they played on that dog trail, they didn't go in the road. So her scent is going to stop at the road because she was just on the trail playing. They were not on the road playing. So that's why the scent would stop at the road. In my opinion, that's what I think about the situation. But anyway, I could be wrong. Whatever your thoughts are on any of this stuff that I've mentioned, comment down below. Comment down below anyway, because I heart every comment and I reply to most comments if it's something replyable. And hit that like button for me, please. I really, really appreciate it. And you can become a member. That would be gravy. That would be amazing if you could become a member, if you're able to. And I think that's all for tonight, you guys. I just want to get off before if it starts storming. I don't want to be live. So you guys all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, have a great night. And thanks for watching with me. Bye.